it's truly a matter of immense pride and joy for me to have you all here for an insightful 88th online interactive session, which is also the 23rd Element Leadership Development Program. I extend my heartfelt greetings to the esteemed honorable guest speaker for the day, Mr. Mukul Gupta sir, respected honorable chairman Professor BP Singh sir in absentee, Honorable Senior Professor Ajay Singh Sir, Honorable Director of the College Professor Dr. Mahesh Sharma Sir, respected Registrar Dr. R.S. Sharma Sir, and respected faculty members and my dear fellow. I, Vidhi Singhal, a proud student of BCom Honors Batch 2023-26 at DSPSR, feel deeply honored to stand before you today. DSPSR has always been committed to academic excellence, industry integration, and holistic student development. And today's session is another wonderful step in this direction. To commence this session on an auspicious note, let us now take a symbolic ritual of lighting lamp. This act represents the removal of darkness and towards wisdom and enlightenment. May this flame of knowledge guide us towards clarity, confidence, and success in these days ahead. Now, I kindly request Saraj sir to play the virtual lamp lighting video. May this flame of knowledge guide us towards clarity, confidence, and success in these days ahead. Now, I kindly request Saraj sir to play the virtual lamp lighting video.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा शुभं भवतु कल्याणम् आरोग्यं सुख वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय विना सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु शुभं भवतु कल्याणम् आरोग्यं सुख वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय विना सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु शुभं
Now you can continue.
It is my great honor to welcome our distinguished speaker for the today, Mr. Gurukul Gupta sir, an analyst of DSPSR BCom Honors Batch 2020-2023. He is currently pursuing his MBA at Bennett University with an outstanding GPA of 8.43. Sir has held multiple leadership roles, including President of Placement Cell, Vice President of Student Council, and Charter President of Rotary Club of Bennett University. Professionally, he has rich experience in HR, recruitment, talent acquisition, and client management through internships at Get Your Job, Excellence Bringing Success. He has also presented and published research papers and won numerous accolades, including the title of Best Rotat Male at DSPS. His skills span both technical areas such as Python and SPSS and managerial skills like leadership, creativity, and decision making. Sir, your journey from DSPSR is excelling in academics, research, leadership, and professional development. Is truly inspiring for all of us students. You represent how dedication, continuous learning, and initiative can create a impactful growth. On the behalf of DSPSR, I warmly welcome you, Mr. Mukul Gupta sir, and we look forward to learning from your wisdom and experience today. We are equally privileged to have our moderator, Ms. Astha, a dedicated BCom student at DSPSR. She is an enthusiastic learner with strong communication, and analytical skills. She has conducted research on marketing strategies of Sony, interactive entertainment, and growth factors of a telecom industry. She also holds certificates in commercial banking and advanced Excel. Her technical skills includes Microsoft, corporate finance, risk management, and data analysis. On the behalf of TSPSR, I warmly welcome you, Ms. Astha, and we are delighted to have moderator today in the interactive session.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome, Ms. Vidhi. It is our privilege to welcome you, Mr. Mukul Gupta, sir, to the 88th online interactive session. We are truly honored to have you with us today. I'm certain that your insight will make this session not only highly engaging for the student, but also enriching for everyone present here. So, many of us here look up to the leaders like you. It would be very inspiring for us if you could share a little bit about your background journey in your own words.
Thank you so much, Betty and Asa, for such a warm welcome. So, talking about my journey, so like DSPSR is one of the my changing point. So when I just given my IPU CAT exam, so it's like uh, I was not sure like which college I am going to join and how I'm going to join, and I was much of relied on my friends and like known ones, but then there was something. So I was more curious about the leadership things and kind of extra co-curricular activities. And one thing I was searching was some college which is nearby as well at the same time. And DSPSR is kind of a perfect fit for extracurricular activities and academic purpose because the review which I got was excellent based on that. And even my journey in the DSPSR is excellent in academic, extra co-curricular activities, everything. So this was one of the important turning point for me to showcase my skills and uh, get it developed.
Thank you so much, sir. And to make this session more interactive and beneficial for our students, I would now like to ask you some questions focused on student development and career growth and opportunities. Shall I, sir?
Yeah, you may.
Okay. Sir, would you like to share what motivated you to pursue BCom honors at DSPSR and later MBA at Bennett University?
So for BCom honors at DSPSR, so when I saw the curriculum of IP University, so in BCom honors, the subjects which were mentioned was very good actually. So at that time, the syllabus was very rigorous and kind of challenging as well because in a single semester you are having 7, 8 subjects and you have to do it physically by visiting like college regularly. It is kind of a challenging task. So at that time, I thought like other college was having the same things, but the way DSPSR is presenting is a little different. So that was one of the motivation. And second thing is I have the option to go for Maharaja and WIPS and all those institutes. But when you go for some institutions which are too much bigger in their management span, so it becomes kind of less interesting in extracurricular because they have everything. They have the internal administrative team who are managing all the events, doing everything, and students does not need to do anything. They just need to go attend the class. That's it. But in DSPSR, I saw that opportunity that if they have a small team of administration, but they can give students a chance to showcase their skills and develop their abilities. So that was the major point which I was focused. That's why I selected the DSPSR. And I fulfilled those things as well. Being in the placement cell, student council, and even the challenging part was like doing the first time, like after the COVID, when the lockdown is over. So doing the first Diwali fest with the senior help of seniors, and then doing other multiple things, even the Manali trip as well. So those kind of experiences gave me leadership qualities and decision making skills, which literally are useful for me even in my job. And after that, like pursuing MBA was my specific thing because I know after graduation, some if you get a job, then again you can go till up to a certain level. You cannot go on the managerial or the high level things. So for that, either you have to gain a lot of experience and then again you have to get a degree or something specified or something in higher education, maybe PGDM, diploma or certifications, other things. So I thought like rather than waiting for that thing and getting job, I could focus on my studies and complete it in the span of 5 years only. So I continued my education journey with MBA and selected Bennett because Bennett has some high level networking and connections. So I just thought that for MBA as a professional course, again, it is good to have a great level of networking. So then I selected Bennett University as my MBA option and then I did my master's.
Okay, so that's very impressive. So my next question to you is, how did DSPSR contribute to shaping your career journey and personality?
So one of the important thing is the extra co-curricular things. Like being in the placement cell, connecting with the multiple HRs and multiple stakeholders. It was in the start, it was challenging, but then it it made me experience and how I have to connect with them, how I have to keep them connected with DSPSR, and how basically to communicate certain specific things which will make my confidence up and help me in my future goals as well.
Okay, sir. So as we talk about extracurriculum activities, so my next question also related to that. So, sir, would you like to share how leadership roles at DSPs are like president of placement cell and president of student council prepare you for the future responsibilities?
So in placements and in student council both, when you are on the leadership roles, you have to manage a team. You have to manage a team as well as all the stakeholders. And that is something which is already enough challenging because for even a small meeting, you have to coordinate with multiple people and coordinating and doing those kind of things, arranging everything, keeping notes, these kind of minor things, people still are not figuring out how to do it. So those things are always be understood when you experience it. So if you are doing having a leadership position, even a smallest position, it will help you in understanding all those things. Might be at the same point of time you will not understand that it is helping or not and why I have chosen this position. Is it worth it or not? But if you are working for it like 2, 3 years continuously and you are changing your roles and doing multiple things, so then after that 3 years, you will realize the change. So even in DSPSR, when I took multiple decisions, multiple things, then in Bennett, when I went, so there was a proper like 7 days orientation in which we have multiple things. And one of the interesting thing was in the last day of the orientation, so there was one activity related to proper managerial skills. So there were multiple teams divided into group of five, and what we have to do is uh, we have been given a job description of a company and we have to do a pre-placement talk. And in that pre-placement talk, it was like I already decided I have to do the HR and operations. But then when I did my first presentation in front of everyone, it was like too much engaging and teachers were like they were impressed with my presentations, the way I presented the HR part, why they should join my company. So those things are always be experienced by these small activities.
Okay, sir. Sir, as someone who has worked in recruitment, what key skills do you believe a student must develop to enhance employability?
So, in today's scenario, I don't think there is any particular key skill because now the tech is getting integrated in everything. So mostly everyone is using AIs as their agents or their teamwork, basically. And on the other hand, the basic knowledge about multiple things are enough. But this, at the same time, the intent of doing a job is important. If your intent is not clear about the job role, then it will be difficult to get that job.
Okay, sir.
So intent is basically how interested you are towards that particular job role, and how well you are aligned with that. Suppose you are not interested in doing a particular task, then you have to look for a change. But if you are interested in any specific task or doing any specific work, then obviously you are made for that particular role.
Sure, sir. So, what challenges did you face during your academic and professional journey, and how did you overcome that?
So the major challenge comes is the time management, because when you have multiple things, you have to manage with your academics. It is kind of difficult. But what I did is, if you see my attendance in my academics, you will see it is always above 90%, because I focus that when classes are going on, just focus on the class content. And after the class, you can do your extracurricular activities, which will help you manage everything. Because if you think like missing the class or skipping the classes will help you and you can do the exams in the last moment or last 1 day leave, then it is not effective. But if you are doing small parts in the classroom itself, then it will be much impactful in the end. Because in the end, you do not need to revise anything. Even it happened in MBA, like my roommate and my other hostel mates were surprised. I am not studying in the last days, and I am just revising it in the morning, and I am still getting 8 above CGPA. So they were surprised, like I'm not studying, I'm just wasting my time, I'm just walking here and there in the campus and having fun. But how I'm managing with studies. But in the classroom, I always been too much active and curious. So
Sure, sir.
these things you can, if you can follow, then obviously you will see the impact.
So, would you like to share how important networking has been in your growth and success so far?
So networking is right now one of the important things. So even Bennett, I made great friends, and even now in my corporate life, if I have like something specific, so I'm using those connections. Like even in recruitment, uh, I hired one of my batchmate itself when I first joined this corporate Gurukul, and even after that, there were a few companies which I am situated with. I know like few of the peoples in that, and I'm connecting with that for being our vendors and all, and getting insights and knowledge even if I do not have. So there was one vendor for marketing, so we hired in February. I do not have I like do not have any clue about how to look for a vendor and how to onboard them, and what specific things the vendor has to do in our marketing domain. But then, uh, with my friends, with my connections, family members, and those who worked in marketing, I took help from them. And then I discussed with multiple agencies. Then again, I onboarded one of the vendor who is still our vendor for marketing perspective. So these kind of things, and these things comes up spontaneously. but you have to always keep doing the market research. And market research has only been done with the network. If you have friends, family members, or other people whom you are connected with, having those kind of skills or expertise in those areas, they can definitely help you out.
Okay, sir. Sir, as a researcher, what inspired you to write on employability skills and what were your key findings?
Oh, at that time, it was like not very much into like AI or something, but right now, if you say employability skills, so it's all about how you are utilizing the AI. So today, companies, even we are not like hiring many employees. We are more focusing of integrating tech into our day-to-day work life. So that is something which every company is converting. So the employees who are using those techs, they should know how to use AI, how to make AI their working partners and those kind of things. Because now, if you have to create a PPT, there are multiple options like Gamma AI and all. So PPT, making a PPT is not a big task, but previously it was one of the biggest challenges. So that's why companies and everyone is mentioning that Microsoft PowerPoint, these kind of things are mandatory. And now these kind of things are just basics. Using AI, integrating high level things in those scenarios are uh, things which people look into.
Okay, sir. So, what advice would you give to student who is aspire to balance both academics and extracurricular activities and leadership roles?
So majorly they find their interest and work towards it. So like when I did my first internship in HR, in my first year only, which was a virtual internship with Get Your Job. And then I get to know that I got too much interested in the work which I was doing for hiring. So once my interest was steady, so I just worked towards it. And based on it, now I am here because I like continuously for 4 or 5 years, I am just looking for the HR and operation parts, learning everything in detail about it, how it works, how should I make it different, and what impact it could create. So those, if you are interested towards something, you should give it a try and work towards it. Suppose if you are more into digital marketing, try for student council or maybe social media team or something, and try to innovate some new ideas for branding, those kind of scenarios. Because here you can get a true platform to enhance your skills and see whether you are aligned with those interests or not.
Thank you, sir. So my next question to you is, so how important is communication and presentation skill in HR and recruitment career?
HR and recruitment career presentation is, you can say it's a first step. So you all must have created your resumes. So before you connect with anyone, your resumes connect with that person. So your presentation is through your resume only. And if your resume is not presenting you well, uh, then obviously you have to work on it. And it also communicates multiple things about you, how well you are equipped with the skills, how well you are able to do that particular role, how you are fit for that role. So communication plays a vital role, even in the client meetings, how well you are dealing with the stakeholders. So like if I say about my on-ground experience with my projects, so I was the only point of contact with between the faculty, students, and the uh, National University of Singapore's ACE team. So there were multiple challenges, but the way I was communicating is like even in night, even in day, every time when faculty students are asking me anything, I was communicating everything to them. So they never felt like there's a communication gap or they do not know anything or they are not getting any idea. So those kind of scenarios will be there when you work for any specific role. But you have to see how you are managing your time and those communication. And that only can come from the experience.
Okay, sir. Sir, what would you like to share your perspective on the role of technology tool like LinkedIn, Naukri, and ATS in recruitment today?
So talking about ATS, it's like now ATS is mostly integrated in multiple things. Even AI also has those things. ATS just basically is like any specific keywords or any specific uh, thing you are looking in a specific data. So it searches that. So it basically, when you are making your resumes or profile, those kind of scenarios, then the ATS plays a role. Because if you apply in big companies, so obviously they will use the ATS software because they do not have a time to check out or shortlist thousands of applications. So then they use the automated software only, which has the ATS. They just put the keywords and they find the best suited person. So those first you have to find. So when you're creating your resumes, first you have to see like what specific thing you are looking for. So when I made my resume for talent acquisition part, so I specifically focused on those scenarios, those things which I have done related to talent acquisition. So that is the specific thing which you have to look for. Suppose if someone is making resume for finance. So they have to be specific what exactly they are looking in finance as well. Either they are going for the stock market or those scenarios, predictions and all, or they are going for the core finance like banking, statements, analysis, and all those things. Because every field has now multiple options. So you have to select a specific point where you want to go. And ATS is help. ATS recognize those patterns, those keywords, those skill sets.
Okay, sir. Now, as we talk about resume and all, what are the most common mistakes fresh graduate make during their job application and interviews?
They put multiple fake things, or maybe they're not able to communicate their skill sets. They just try to make it attractive rather than making it easy to understand because they are just thinking that the resume will be different from others, but the difference in the resume is created by the experience, by the things which you have put. Suppose, like, you are a fresher, you haven't done anything, but you are working in society, you have worked on multiple projects in your academics, you have maybe worked on research. So, those kind of things you can put rather than putting fake things or fake certificates. Because when someone read those uh, projects or research content, they will ask about those things. And definitely, if you have done hard for that, so you can answer it. And when you can answer those questions, so you are selected. So it happened with me in my interview with Investor Experto. There I was also got selected. So their CHRO asked me about my Rotary Club of Finnish University and what event I have done. So I showed them the whole Instagram page. Then they asked me, what is the event about the marathon? So I told them everything which we planned, how we did, and the whole steps. So those things help you definitely to get hired because then the person knows that yes, the person is uh, true to his skill set and abilities. And if this person is not knowing anything, they will work hard towards it rather than learning from it.
Okay, sir. So what role do you think adaptability and reliance play in a successful career journey?
Adaptability is one of the important thing. Even in my like, I joined corporate Gurukul on second Jan this year, and in 8 months, it's like every 2 months we are changing multiple things. We were doing hybrid, then now we are doing full-time work from office. Now we are also doing 6 days work from office, and even I went to Singapore for 1.5 months, and the way I was working there was totally different. So adaptability is one of the important thing, because even in the COVID situation, people were not adaptive. So there were many challenges with in multiple major companies and everywhere. But now adaptability is one of the specific thing which every company is seeking, because changes could be everywhere, policies could be changed, working style could be changed, hierarchy could be changed, and there are multiple level things. Situations can be changed. So you have to see what is the best course of action based on the scenarios.
Okay, sir. So my next question to you is, how do you see the role of extra curriculum clubs like road track, student counseling, shaping the personality of students?
So like my whole main thing was based on the extracurricular only. The student council, placement cell, those things, those clubs are the best scenarios that you all can work on specifically, because they will help you to get the actual experience, which will help you to like manage your jobs and help you to build confidence for that particular role. If you are interested in finance, become the treasurer in the club. Help in managing the finances. Take decision based on it, which will help your decision making skills. In the start, you will face multiple challenges, but faculties are always there to help you out.
Sure, sir. Sir, would you like to share advice for students inspiring to pursue MBA after their graduation?
Uh, for this, like specifically, if you know what you have to do in future. So my goal was clear that I'm going to pursue in HR and operations only. So if your goal is clear, then definitely go for MBA. Because once you are done with MBA, then you can make the difference, because you will have that managerial mindset, decision making skills, and you know how like scenarios could be and how you have to look for the alternative. And one specific thing which MBA helps you in is, if you are looking for any problem, then you should always come up with the solution before you present the problem. And that will definitely help you. If you see this is the problem, then you should have the alternative solutions for it before you say someone that this is the problem.
Thank you. How should students prepare themselves for global level opportunity in HR and business management?
I should say, like, how I get into this is like, uh, my college was providing the Global Immersion Program, which is a 7 days program with the MDIS in Singapore. So because of it, the company got me that I am the student of Bennett, and I was also the student coordinator from my college to manage our students of batch of 118. So the way I was dedicatedly managing all the activities like documentation part and taking care of every specific steps which is required, and simultaneously I was having fun in Singapore. So those skills company representative already know that I was having. So on the spot they identified me and they gave me the opportunity to work with them. So if you are getting any opportunity from anywhere, just grab it and work hard for it rather than skipping it or just because there were many of my friends who didn't got involved in it and who do not want to do these things because they thought like managing those things, helping faculties will be kind of a hectic thing and then they will not be able to have fun. But now if I see, I worked extra for that and now I am having extra fun because staying in Singapore with just for a business trip is more engaging and fun than going on your own and spending your money. So it's like when once you experience those kind of things, you will also feel much interesting and like proud that yes, you have done something.
Okay, sir. So my next question to you is, what do recruiters today expect the most from the fresh graduate beyond their degree?
The intent, how interested they are in that company, in that role, in their specific work. So I tell you, so like when I hired my one of my batchmate itself, he was like he was not getting a job in social media marketing. And he was particular about social media and digital marketing. And my marketing team was looking for someone who can help them in marketing, specifically in digital domains. So in that, my friend was looking for a job specifically into it, and he was specifically dedicated in branding and social media management. And we are looking for the same thing. So that's why we hired him because the intent was matching. If your intent is clear and you can explain it to the company, then definitely you will get hired. So intent is something which should be aligned.
Okay, sir. So my next question to you is, would you like to share how one can balance technical skill like SPSS, SQL, Python with soft skill like leadership and decision making?
So uh, these things are hand in hand with your extra co-curricular and academic. So if you say about academics, then in financial modeling or in e-commerce, you will learn about SPSS and those things. Like e-commerce will help you to understand Python and HTML codings and MySQL. At the same time, if you are doing the research, the SPSS is one of the specific software you will learn about for the data analysis. So these technical skills you can get from the academics, but same time when you are going for the soft skills, go for extracurricular activities. Then you will develop your soft skills like leadership, taking a leadership role in your any of the student clubs or student body will help you for the leadership skills and decision making skills. So those things are there. So if you can balance academics and extracurricular activities, then definitely you are making both the things work out.
Astha
Yes, sir.
and Ishita, both, please, and it is a request, uh, please ensure that in this forum there are a lot of senior people also. There should not be direct or indirect uh, begging of job. It has to be equal to equal relationship with corporate mentors, not asking only about yourself. And before coming to the call, the person who is anchoring must do research on the speaker so that we ask meaningful questions. What actually is happening is that event is going on, but we are wasting many man hours? 76 man hours. So, Mukul, what does corporate Gurukul exactly do?
So corporate Gurukul is
And
exactly a
hold on. What does corporate Gurukul exactly do? And what's in it for DSPSR students which you have to offer?
so corporate Gurukul is a edtech platform. So basically we have multiple programs which are based on three steps basically: immersion, internship, and research. So first there are immersion, which help the
Immersion means
student.
what?
Immersions are basically giving the students the idea how the world level education is. So
Okay.
first they experience how the education works in the like top universities and how the criteria is. Then they get into the internship programs, which are specifically dedicated to on-campus programs. So we have
Okay.
so
But you have tie-up
basically
only with the NUS. That's all.
no, we have tie-up with all five public universities in Singapore, and we have Stanford, Oxford, Cambridge
Okay. And
as
what
well.
sort of tie-up do you have? I mean, if I want to apply as a BBA student for MBA, you can get me admission there in NUS?
So it has so we cannot commit that you can get the admission, but if suppose you are a BBA student and you want to get the admission, so you have to first go for the global immersion program. So once you experience the global immersion program, then you can work towards the research program within US. So in global immersion program, you will be visiting NUS or the NTU or maybe SMU, SMI, those universities, and then you will be experiencing how rigorous their program is, and you will also gain the experience of the same. Then in research program, you will be mentored by their professor or faculties itself for continuously 5 to 6 months. And based on
Without
that, if
admission. Without admission.
yeah, without admission, these courses are all paid. So without admission, you will be getting the opportunity.
So basically, you are saying that you are selling the certification courses of public universities, and you have 5 universities with you, correct? Is that so,
Yeah.
if I'm right? Okay.
So basically, our major audience is a niche market, which is specifically those students who are targeting their masters or UG from abroad. So giving them a platform to build their portfolio for the same is basically what we are doing.
So basically, you are selling university training programs to the Indian market and charging for it,
Yeah,
correct? How much do
right.
you charge? Let's say NUS. I want to do one program.
So
Name any program in NUS, Singapore.
so if so for specifically BTech and BCA students who are majorly into coding and AI related stuff.
Okay,
So we have
let us say machine learning. Okay, let us pick up
yeah.
one.
So
I
machine
want to have a
learning,
certification in machine learning from NUS. How much will it be charged?
it will be charged 2,434 USD.
2000 phone number around 2 lakhs, 1 lakh
Yeah.
70,000, right? And what will be your fees?
What will be
Your fees?
like
You will
our
do
fees in the
immersion,
sense?
then you will do dispersion, then you will put clothes on the wire to dry, right? How
So
much will you
it
charge for all that?
so it is like it depends on the criteria. So if we are in hostel, then there will be other things. If we are staying in hotel, then it will cost other things. Then the classroom arrangement is there, faculties are there, like which faculty is going to deliver the session, then how many sessions are going to be delivered, then transportation, and also like
See,
photo shoot is
don't take around. Ballpark, what is the range? Minimum, maximum.
like if I say for the classrooms and all, like around like 3,000 something USD and
1000
US
USD.
charge. Yeah. So like I cannot share the exact numbers, but definitely we are making the profit in it
No.
because
I don't want exact numbers also. I just want a range. 1000 USD is how much amount in money in Indian rupees? Can you tell me?
it will be around 85,000 something.
85,000. So you are charging around 60% of the certification cost for your services, more than
Yeah.
65%. Okay. And in the same amount, which is 2 lakhs plus another 1 lakh, 3 lakhs, person can do PhD in India. Why he will take one is small certificate for machine learning? What is your take if I have to sell that program to me?
So that is the difference. If you talk about the even Indian IITs and all, people go there, but the thing is they are not even in the world top 100. But
No,
if we
ISC is in world top 2. Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. They offer programs on payment basis. They
but
offer
we
executive programs. They offer technical programs. You pay and you enroll them. You enroll yourself, and it will cost you how much? 65,000, 70,000. To see the world ranking of Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, it's number 2 in the world. Check.
no,
Go to computer check just now.
based on the QS ranking,
Yeah,
I don't think so because these
check.
things we regularly check.
अरे check कर लो महाराज. और आईटी की इंडिया में बहुत वैल्यू है. एनयूएस की कोई वैल्यू नहीं इंडिया में. आधी यूनिवर्सिटी जानती नहीं एनयूएस है क्या. आज अगर मैं रायपुर में जाके किसी फैक्ट्री में बोलूं या किसी आईटी कंपनी में बोलूं मैंने एनयूएस से मशीन लर्निंग की है, तो पहला क्वेश्चन ये होगा एनयूएस है क्या.
MIT, Stanford, CMU, NUS is coming on fourth in computer science.
वेट.
Even
आई नो द
NUS
आई
is
नो फॉर
in
श्योर
like
बिकॉज
in
वन
Asia,
ऑफ माय.
NUS is the ranked first university, and NUS specifically dedicated to the tech itself.
ओके, दैट्स व्हाट यू आर सेइंग.
Yeah, and our specific aim is like not preparing students for any university, but making them targeted to the top 20 universities. So
ओके.
SMU, NTU, these are these are all top universities.
How did you get a job in corporate Gurukul? Can you share with the student the detailed story of how
So
you entered corporate Gurukul?
yeah, so Bennett University has the Global Immersion Program, which is uh, dedicated to giving such experiences. So we had the Global Immersion Program with MDIS,
Hmm.
which is a top private institute in Singapore.
But you are
And the
ex DSPSR, right?
no, so the after DSPSR, I have done the MBA from Bennett University.
Noida, Greater Noida.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So in that they have the fixed program, which is mandatory for all the students. So we did this program. So in this program, I was the student coordinator as well. So being the main point of contact for the corporate Gurukul team and
And
for
you got
the
yourself settled in.
yeah, technically because they
Happens all the
so
time. बच्चे गए भाड़ में अपनी नौकरी निकाल लिया.
even so basically they are looking for the HR because their HR was getting changed. So I got the benefit technically. And even I was aligned with all the things which they want. And right now I solely manage 9 projects on ground, which was first time in the company that anyone is maintaining and being for 1.5 months continuously in Singapore. Otherwise, previously, what was happening, like one project manager was there for just a single project, and there are multiple project managers going for different projects. But
So
this time,
have they increased your salary by 9 times, or you're getting the per salary of one person
I
only?
got the bonus and they converted me for the fix only. And they now they can like bet on me that I can manage their few further programs as well. So they are confident that they have the best assets.
Okay.
and the experience environment
And
which I'm
here
getting
in
is
corporate
good.
Gurukul, what is your exact role?
So first, when I joined, I was the associate HR in projects, but now I fully
No, what?
converted to
That's not
associate
that.
projects.
I'm not talking of title. Exactly what do you do when you sit on the seat?
So exactly, I'm doing the project management, the whole lifespan of projects, which we have divided into three phases.
Like
First,
what?
pre-project.
Just explain one project to all the students and dignitaries in this group.
Yeah.
Pick one,
So so
any one project and explain in detail.
yeah. So there is one of our program, AIYA, which is specifically dedicated to uh, giving the knowledge about machine learning using Orange and Python to the school students.
Hmm.
So in this, our project activity starts from the handover by sales team at least 2 months prior to the project date. So suppose in December we are going to have the project. So
Hmm.
the if first December the project should start, then 2 months prior we should have all the details of the students, payment should be done, everything should be handed over to us. So then our part starts,
That's
like,
the point. That's where you
yeah.
come from. That's
So
it. So
yeah,
Ishita and I think Ankit is also there on the call, if I'm not wrong. Ankit, did you hear that? So basically, you start doing immersion much before ahead of time.
yeah.
Okay. How do you get students?
We get students from mainly B2B accounts. So we
Like,
directly connect with the vice chancellors, chancellors, deans of the universities and the principals of the schools, and we directly get it circulated with them to the students about our programs.
and why would they circulate your program? What is their interest?
Uh, their interest is basically giving the student the opportunity to get the exposure of the foreign universities and foreign education.
So do you sign any MOU with them, or already you have signed MOUs with them,
Yeah, we
or
have
it,
signed multiple MOUs and we have like key partners as well. So we
okay,
have those criterias.
okay, fair enough.
So
So,
suppose BIT Chennai, we have every year they get 50 plus students and they went to Singapore.
so for 50 students, how many universities and how many students you target to float your circulation to get 50
So
students?
it depends. So we have a specific criteria. So
यार मुकुल घुमाओ मत यार, सीधा सीधा बताओ। अब तो तुम काम कर रहे हो यार, हैं?
no,
अपने आदमी
it
हो,
depends because
डीएसपी का सारा
uh,
लुमना ही हो।
this
50
is
स्टूडेंट आने के लिए।
specifically on the target audience. So suppose we have the GIP program, which is specifically targeted to the first year to third year students of BTech and BCA.
ठीक है, तो
So
कितने
in
कितने
this,
बच्चों को अपलोड करते हो अपना फ्लायर या ईमेल जो आपको 50 बच्चे मिलते हैं?
uh, at least 20 universities with the 200 student seats at least.
अरे बाप, 1000 बच्चों में
Because
50।
yeah, because we have the criteria. So they have to go through with the prerequisite test. Then they
अरे
have a
मुकुल,
technical
क्राइटेरिया एक ही है,
interview.
जेब में पैसा होना चाहिए, तो वो तो बाकी सारी चीजें ठीक ठाक है। जो बच्चा पढ़ने आता है, पढ़ाई लिखा होता है, अच्छे घर का होता है।
This is the difference because if you see our competitors, they do not have these specific criteria, but we have because we have made a specific criteria that the students we are taking them to the NUS or any top universities, they will have a specific mindset that they have to be a part of a research or a change in the development. So those things are there. So we have to see how rigorous a student can interfere into their academics and specifically into research.
Got it. So basically, you are saying that you hire students who have relatively higher IQ and intelligence to handle the rigor of NUJ, NUS.
Yeah,
Correct? That's what you're saying.
yeah.
So do you get this talent in local universities?
Yes.
In which universities do you get such kind of talent?
So we have multiple like Mahindra, Manipal University, Bennett, then we have Sharda University,
Hmm.
ILM, even from TU as well, there were few students in the past. This time, majorly it was from Manipal University of Jaipur, then VIT is all fixed. All the
Hmm.
VIT branches are the key accounts. Then Satyabhama, and there are multiple.
Okay. Then what happens? Let us say you have got list of 50 students. Then what happens next?
So first the CS team has to see for their payments and everything. Once it is hand over to us, then we check for all the resources, everything, and start process of
Who
registering everything.
the payment goes into the account of university, or that goes into account of corporate Gurukul?
It goes in the account of corporate purpose.
Corporate Gurukul.
Yeah,
Okay. So university is only a facilitator.
yeah,
Acha, once you receive the payment, then you start the process of getting them enrolled, this and that, and mentorship, vagara, vagara.
right.
And your job is to sell these programs.
My job is to facilitate the on-ground activities and the project delivery.
Means the
So
same.
the
Means the same.
yeah, so whole project cycle basically. Once they are handed over to us and they are completely ready to go to the program, then the process starts. Then we will register them, we take their all the information, we connect them through WhatsApp, mails, everywhere. Then we had their orientation sessions. So everything is planned and then determined based on the timings.
How big is corporate Gurukul? How many employees work here?
Right now, 25, 25.
Mm. And
So
what is the turnover?
turnover is like around 20 crore or maybe more.
Are you sure? 20 crores, 25 लोगों में.
Yeah,
Okay.
because every employee of our in our organization is handling at least two, three vendors.
आपके promoter का नाम क्या है? वेबसाइट पे तो है नहीं आपकी.
Promoter in the sense like the
Who's
owner,
the owner of corporate Gurukul?
Rajesh Panda.
Okay. Pretty brilliant guy, actually.
So
Okay,
Rajesh,
and this organization is only owned only by Rajesh Panda or someone else also?
only Rajesh Panda.
Okay, fair enough. So Mukul, a couple of takeaways which I take from you is that all the students must take part in placement activities because, as per Mukul, the fastest way to get yourself placed is to be in placement committee yourself. So please come forward, don't be docile, be active in placement activities. Second takeaway I take from Mukul is that one must, apart from academics, one must be participative in all the programs which college runs. Third takeaway which I take from Mukul is that one should have an open mind to all kind of possibilities. And fourth takeaway which I take from Mukul is that one has to be driven, results driven, because as you all know that if Mukul is not able to gather 50 students with every project map, with every project coming across his way, he will lose his job. Okay. So with that, I think Astha might want to open the forum for question and answers for rest of the people. The technical person must uh, either open the chat box or enable all participants to unmute their mic and ask questions. So we can have 5-10 minutes of question answers from Mukul. And Mukul, you are doing a fabulous job.
Thank you,
I
sir.
really like the concept of corporate Gurukul. Really like the concept. And trust me, my residual feeling is that it's a very harsh business. To run a business like corporate Gurukul is not easy, and still you are minting
Definitely.
money. Still you are minting money, and I still need to learn from people like corporate Gurukul how to tie up with public universities which are of international standards. Because you would have done something to tie up, right? They won't tie up just like that.
Yeah.
So that is takeaway for me. So forum is open for everyone to ask questions, please. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. So I have a questions to you, Mukul. You have said your strong experiences in end-to-end recruitment and talent acquisitions, along with your leadership roles. You have also served as the president of the Rotate Club and the student coordinator of the placement committee. So now the question is, how do you differentiate between managing people, voluntary students, organization versus managing talent in corporate HR?
Can you repeat the last point?
Yeah. How do you differentiate between managing people in voluntary student organization versus managing talent in corporate HR?
Oh, it is almost similar because you have to see what kind of people are interested in what kind of roles. And that is something which I got the experience from my managing the society. So I know like what kind of student can is interested in what kind of criteria and what they can do. What are their specific uh, best skills and abilities. And same in the recruitment, we have to look for those specific criteria that we are looking for. So suppose like when I hired for the sales team, I was looking for someone who is strongly dedicated and open to traveling because in corporate Gurukul, we know like when you are connecting with B2B clients, the traveling is involved. So traveling rigorous, even for 45 days continuously, it is a challenging thing on its own. So those kind of things are there and candidate is ready to go with it or not. And identifying it one of the important things. So based on my prior club experience, I was easily able to recognize that the particular candidate is good for the particular role with those things or not.
That's great. And how is your experience of working at corporate Gurukul?
My experience is fabulous. Like the way the environment is, the way we are doing, and the way we are growing. So it is good. So when I joined, we are just tied up with NTU and NUS, specifically in Singapore. But now, just recently, we had the other tie-ups, and now we are tied up with all five public universities of Singapore, which is a great thing for us.
How do you do these tie-ups? What is the secret?
These tie-ups are majorly done by Rajesh itself. So he's the only specific stakeholder. But in my previous projects, I just connected with the NUS team. So definitely the way we are catering the students, they like the criteria.
And Rajesh is from IIM, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So basically, he started this in 2007, but he started this with the corporates specifically. But then when he saw the trend between the AI and those emerging things, so then he uh, made this company towards more into the AI and those scenarios. And even till now, we were specifically focusing on students for masters and UG from abroad. But from this December onwards, now we are also targeting those students little by little, those who are going for the placements.
देखो
So,
इसमें सबसे बेसिक फर्क क्या होता है, कॉर्पोरेट में ना आदमी समझदार हो जाता है, तो खुद पैसे कमाता है, उसको खुद पैसे देने पड़ते हैं। स्टूडेंट का क्या है, आज भी आप पोपट बना सकते हो क्योंकि पैसे उसको तो देने नहीं है, पैसे तो उसके मम्मी डैडी को देना है, तो स्टूडेंट ज्यादा इजीली मिल जाता है कंपेयर टू कॉर्पोरेट।
it is there, but uh, the way we are regulating, so all the families, all the like parents which I've talked to, they do not have issues with the payment and all those things.
That's what I'm saying,
So
because parents are paying ना।
yeah,
If person has to pay from himself, then he start thinking, तो तभी तो कॉर्पोरेट गुरुकुल यूनिवर्सिटी चला गया।
and
अरे I'm
one
just
of
kidding, I'm not
one of the
serious।
differentiator is like if you see our competitors and us, so the project delivery is something which we look into it. So our strongest part is the project delivery. The way on ground we communicate with people, how we make them comfortable and make them feel connected. It is one of the best thing which we are having in the industry.
Any other question from the group, please? Please be open to ask questions. This forum is now open for questions to our dear Mukul Gupta? Don't hesitate. Dr. Mukta, one question from your side. You have not been speaking this far. Today you must ask one question.
Yes, sir, sure. Actually, that is what in my mind that the co-curricular as the students have to go for the as per the academic beyond the academic co-curricular activity is a major important role to create a leadership. So that is a major concern ki
Exactly.
how we can motivate our student that nowadays co-curricular activities are more important. Academic is important, but co-curricular activity is more important than the nowadays academic. So can you tell or motivate our students to participate in extracurricular activities?
Yeah, so for this, I will give an example of one of our students. So recently, one of our grip program student, Agastya, so he was more into the mechanical engineering specifically. So he planned, like they were doing the research on how to map the water pollutants. So he made the prototype specifically, which he learned in the campus and labs and all extra activity. And he used his experience and he built a proper prototype, which is a working model. And he showed it to the NUS ISS team, which is specifically dedicated to research. So in doing extracurricular, you will get the actual experience what you are going to do in future. So you are kind of trying and testing your skill set in the extra activities in clubs, societies, and when you are going to the your first job or any of the specific tasks, then you will understand how things work.
नहीं नहीं, आप समझे नहीं मुकुल. देखिए, डॉक्टर मुक्ता ये जानना चाह रही हैं, आपने तो बात करी है कॉर्पोरेट गुरुकुल के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से. डॉक्टर मुक्ता का पर्सपेक्टिव दूसरा है. उनका परिप्रेक्ष्य ये है कि अब हमारे पास स्टूडेंट्स हैं. मान लीजिए एक क्लास में 150 स्टूडेंट हैं और 3 बैचेस में उसी क्लास के 450 स्टूडेंट हो गए हमारे. अब इन 450 स्टूडेंट को हमको लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज, कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स वगैरह वगैरह डेवलप करना है, तो हम बहुत सारे इंटरवेंशंस करते हैं. डिबेट कंपटीशन हो सकता है, जैसे ये वाला इंटरवेंशन है, इसमें हर टाइम एक नया आदमी आता है. Every time a new person comes as anchor, someone introduces and someone handles other part of the event, or maybe some other case study competition, or maybe something like that. Now, when you do those competitions in the college, the participation which you get is very less. Out of 450, you will get like 20 people, 15 people. Now, Dr. Mukta is trying to understand, if you were Dr. Mukta Katyal, how would you make that 20, 40 to around 150 or 200 plus? That is the perspective. Right, Dr. Mukta? Dr. Mukta, am I right?
हाँ, वो उनका कंसर्न यही है कि जो अभी
हाँ.
जो बच्चे हैं
Exactly.
उनको कैसे ये बताया जाए कि 20% of the learning takes place in the classroom, 80% is outside the classroom.
Outside. Exactly.
So they must participate actively. That is what her concern is. While they are students of BBA, BCA, BCom honors, that is what her concern is. Like you were active, you were, Rotaractor, president and all that. How everybody can be inspired while they are student? That is the question.
Actually, I saw him in the first year, and in the third year when he passed out, तो उसमें drastic change था. That is what I just want to know कि how we can motivate जो Gen Z आज के time पे हमारे we have Gen Z generation, so how we can motivate कि academics तो apart वो तो बिल्कुल ही next उनका level up वो है, but extra curricular में भी they are least bothered कि we want something to participate. तो वो motivation and all something कैसे कर सकते हैं? Because it creates a leadership quality, confidence. बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो end up आप करते हैं तो बहुत अच्छा रहता है.
Complete overall of
So how we
personality,
can?
Gupta. Yeah, and
Yes,
it's
sir.
actually complete overall of personality. When you enter the
So,
college and when you leave the college, you are a different person, and when you leave the college, you are a different person. How do you do that overall, Mukul?
So
आपका कैसे
my
हुआ था? आप अपना
my
बताओ, आपका कैसे हुआ
specific
था?
perspective was like, so suppose there is a sports event. So every sports has a different kind of scenario. So if you are playing chess, you will see how your single decision can impact the game. So when you're playing chess, you have to make sure that you cannot reverse your decision. You have to take a particular decision which will impact your further decisions or further actions. So you have to decide and in a quick manner. At the same time, if you are playing cricket, you have to look for the team because it's all about the team play. How well you are placing them in the ground, how well you are coordinating with them, how well you are making strategy, like who will be the bowler first, who will be the next bowler, how you have to manage it. So, though every sports, every activity has their specific kind of skill set which you will develop. So in placement cell, I got communications when I'm connecting with the other HRs, other stakeholders. I got to know their perspective, how to communicate with them, how to uh, be a professional in my career and those kind of scenarios because even a mail has a different course of actions. So how to write a perfect mail, how to look for the even a smallest error. So everything has specific skill set.
यार मुकुल, ये तो तुमने पेड़ के किनारे ना चक्कर कटा दिया गाना गा के, बढ़िया सा म्यूजिक हो गया, आंसर दिया नहीं। पार्टिसिपेशन कैसे इंक्रीज करें, ये तो बताइए। ये तो ठीक है आपकी बात, चेस में पहले गलत मूव कर दिया, अगली मूव में भी गलत हो जाएगी, फिर आप हार जाओगे, वो सब तो ठीक है, समझ गए हम। पार्टिसिपेशन कैसे इंक्रीज करें? 450 लोग में से जो 15 लोग पहले पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं, इसको 150 कैसे करें? अगर आप डॉक्टर मुक्ता की जगह होंगे क्या करेंगे?
So I will help them like what their interests are and why they should participate in it. So if we are having any competition, so I have to showcase them why this competition is beneficial. And if they are becoming in the top three positions or top positions, so what skill set they are getting. And even they are participating, then how they are making themselves enhance in their skills.
as in the last month itself, we talked about this particular session only. And at that particular time, we talked about your younger brother also, which is our alumni itself. So we talked about, so how you motivate that your younger brother itself that you should participate or you should go for that. What's the basic strategy?
So, I'm basically making him
I think
understand
it is
that
a two different pole. Mukul is
yeah,
the different one, and your younger brother is a two different with the north and a south one. Yes.
yeah.
So how you can go for कि नहीं मुकुल के साथ ही मतलब जहाँ मुकुल है अब आज के टाइम पे आपके ब्रदर को भी वहीं होना चाहिए था. So how you motivate or what is your strategy?
So, first, now he knows that I am exploring the world itself, going to Singapore based on my company itself. So now I told him like, if you want to grow and make difference, you are their specific company and you are not getting much benefits, then it should be because 2 years is a lot of time. So why don't you explore something else or you try something new in itself? And if you are not ready for the new, then at least give it a shot. Because first he was like, he was not kind of ready for taking interviews and all. Now he's ready. Because I told him that if you are not taking part, if you are just running from it, you will not be able to find out how much you are skilled, how much you can do. Even this happened with one of my friends as well in recent times. So she was like, I cannot do it. I do not know the computer well. I do not know the Excel formulas. How will I get the job? she was not applying in the job. In last 3 months, I told her that if you will not try at least for once or twice, you will not get the idea. And in her second interview, she got selected, and now she is working in SMC Global. So that is something, and now she is getting the idea. Like she was interested in finance, her finance is good, and now she's placed in the right way, and now she is getting to learn Excel itself by doing.
So that is what basically first step is difficult. Then you
Yeah,
will, that is the major part now. That first step is difficult, that you have to take it.
yeah.
No matter what, कितना भी आपको push कर लिया जाए, the first step you have to take it.
You have to be positive that
Yes.
if you do not know anything, you do not have any idea, doesn't matter. At least give it a try. One time, 2 times, 3 times, even 10, sometimes 10 times. But even then, if you are not getting the right thing, then check for your mistakes or what steps you have taken and what could be the best alternative for it.
Okay, I have just received a message from God that Rohit Kumar has a question. Rohit, can you ask the question which you have in your mind? I think you called God and then God called me. Rohit Kumar 2.34E plus 11. Wow, Vidhi, what a specs here. क्या filter लगा है? You have a question, Vidhi? Okay. So I think Rohit is logged in, but he's not there. So Vidhi, how would you like to finish the session? I think we are done.
Okay, sir. So we are truly grateful for the presence of our distinguished speaker, Mr. Mukul Gupta sir, and your valuable insights and your contribution has made the session highly meaningful for all the students. On the behalf of DSPSR, I sincerely thank you, sir, for sharing your time and knowledge with us, and Ms. Astha for moderating this session so gracefully. My gratitude also goes to respected faculty members and fellow students for making this event more successful. Thank you all and wonderful evening ahead.
Okay. Time to say goodbye. See you all tomorrow.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Mukul Gupta. It was really nice to have you here.
Thank you, Mukul, and all the very best for your future.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.